Since the start of the Main Street Milwaukee program in early 2005, the SOHI District has relied heavily on Milwaukee's academic community. The SOHI District has worked closely with Milwaukee's top programs, from schools such as UW Milwaukee, Marquette University, Marquette University High School, and local Milwaukee Public Schools. At the start of this year, your Main Street manager, Keith Stanley, had the opportunity to present to a Marquette University graduate class. Students in the class have been challenged to assist the SOHI District by providing ideas and solutions to our most interesting and unique opportunities, ranging from media and business recruitment strategies to real estate development. Led by Professor Donald Heinz, the class settled down for a 30-minute presentation with another 90 minutes of questioning. The more than 30 students will present their ideas in the spring. I will keep you updated on their progress and will notify you when the group presents. Although we are in the middle of the winter, the SOHI District is forging ahead, building relationships and forming partnerships. Let's take a peek into a class as your Main Street manager puts on the professor's hat in this YouTube presentation.
My mall happens to be an outdoor mall without a roof. It happens to be in a neighborhood that some people will say is in transition. Some people say, I'm a little scared, and there's some other adjectives used for that neighborhood. But we see it as a great neighborhood because it's proximity to downtown. We see it as a great place to live because we have a number of historic neighborhoods. Wisconsin's only bed and breakfast district with about 9 bed and breakfast B&Bs. There's a lot of great things about the SOHI District that we're excited about. And so we're trying to play upon those assets to get people to understand that, yes, it's a little edgy. That's what urban life is all about. But there's some great things to this neighborhood. And those of you, I'm sure many are familiar with Brady Street and other places in the city of Milwaukee, even in the city of Chicago. They have a Brady Street on every single street in Chicago that have went through right about revitalization period over the past 10 years. And we're trying to play upon that, about the SOHI District. And we're excited about it because we see a wave of development happening. Even in the economy, there's a number of different businesses. We can probably see about within the neighborhood, about $30 million worth of development still happening, taking place right now. And so we're trying to play upon that and let people know that some good things happen. There's some good things happening in the neighborhood. At the same time, there's some challenges. And I'm going to quickly try to go through that and not waste too much of your time about what some of those challenges are. So I'm going to get right into them. I use the term selling the sizzle. We've learned this, like I said, the 6 main streets in the city of Milwaukee. And the reason why we say that, because we do not have the steak. And you will understand that as we get further into this. The steak is not there. But we do have the sizzle. So we have to sell the sizzle to the community, not just to the city of Milwaukee, but to the state of Wisconsin and around the region. Overview of the Main Street. This is the presentation. We're going to talk about the Main Street Milwaukee program itself, some of the highlights and successes of the SOHI District south of Highland, as Donald mentioned, goals, challenges, and then we have some questions and answers. This will be our 5th year in February, coming up this February, for the Main Street Initiative on North 27th Street. We partnered with 2 major funders, the City of Milwaukee, which is the block grant office some of you may or may not be familiar with. And so it's somewhat of a political program. It's our goal to make sure that we highlight and acknowledge the people who support what we're trying to do in the community. And also we have LISC, Local Initiative Support Corporation. This is a nonprofit that spends millions of dollars for the city of Milwaukee, recruiting money into the nonprofit organization LISC, and then they send it out to other nonprofits. So they're the main funder for many of the traditional nonprofits in the city of Milwaukee that's involved with commercial revitalization or development. Quick few things before we go back to that. Our yearly funding is about $70,000. It covers my salary. It covers some office expenses. It's not a major program. It's not, we get sometimes people say, oh, you guys got millions of dollars to spend. Somebody compared us to Bayshore Mall. I said, if you gave me $600 million, I could really make a difference in any community. We don't know how that. We also additionally raised about $10,000 a year to do promotional events and some other things that we're interested in doing. You see my ugly mug up there smiling with a couple people to the, I hope I get this right, to the left right here, to your right, I think, is my boss, April Fortson, Alderman Bauman, then my ugly mug, and then Steve Mahan. Those are people kind of like my boss, and I have to show things that happen in the neighborhood, and when things aren't happening, then I have to answer to that. One staff, like I said, myself, and then we have an intern each year from Marquette University, and this year we have Mark Miller back there. Mark, wave your hand. And then we have a strong residential volunteer base. We use, I don't know, anybody familiar with Yahoo Groups? Yahoo Groups, we have about 575 people on that list. The majority of those people are residents of the neighborhood. We use a four-point approach. It's been identified through the National Main Street Council Main Street program. There's about 1,800 main streets throughout our country. They focus on basically four things: design, organizations, promotion, economic restructuring. And I kind of put some keywords. These aren't exact definitions, but it kind of helps me remember, so I'll kind of guide that for you. Design committee, they focus on the street and the building, the street and buildings of the neighborhood. How the street looks, how the buildings look, how we can improve facades. That's basically what it boils down to. We were able to acquire a $800,000 transportation enhancement grant that will be going towards our streetscape restructuring hopefully next year. And so that's what they work on. Organization is all about resources. My organization committee is my steering committee. They work to make sure that we have the right amount of volunteer staff. We have the right amount of funding for the things we want to do. So if we're trying to update our website and we need money to do that, they will work on that. The promotions committee is all about promoting the district and promoting our businesses. Pretty simple. Economic restructuring is about business recruitment and retention. Highlight the successes. I'm going to kind of go through this really quickly. I'm proud of the SOHI District because we have a really, really strong base of residents and businesses. People know the SOHI District in that area, and I make it a point. I'm passionate about that. I used to work for a corporation 4 years ago, enjoyed what I was doing, but got kind of sick behind the desk, wanted to get out. I saw a lot of things happen in my community, and I'm really passionate about it. People know it. So anywhere you go, you see me, you're going to hear me talk about SOHI District. And I think because of that, we have that strong government and community support. We have two successful annual events, Taste of SOHI and SOHI Saturday. Taste of SOHI is May 25th, and SOHI Saturday is in September 19th, I believe. We have a website, we have an e-newsletter, we have a YouTube channel. Our funding is secured. We have to go to the bat every year for funding. And if we don't go to bat for the funding, we can lose it. And the only way we can secure our funding is to let people know that we are doing things in the district. If it's business, we got 2 businesses open up, and that's good. If we got some jobs that we're able to bring to the neighborhood, that's good. But if there's nothing on the board saying that I done anything, then I lose my program. Actually, I love that. That drives me to want to be the best Main Street manager that could possibly be, let people know that some good things happen. I mentioned about the wave of new development happening in the west side. All our committees are up and running. That sometimes usually that could present a problem for some main streets, but not for us. We have a strong parent organization, which is the Avenues West Association. Anybody familiar with the acronym BID? Business Improvement District, and that's kind of this simple. And I try to explain this to the number of people I do get a chance to speak to. Usually, any community you live in will have some type of residential group and some type of business group. So if you have a commercial corridor and there's a number of businesses come together, it's a business improvement district, or not necessarily a bid, but it's a business association. A business association then forms a business improvement district, and that's what we have. We have a strong one. Committed staff, of course, which is myself, me and myself. Security initiative, we have 5 wireless cameras. We were able to raise $60,000 in over 2 years and put 5 cameras up. It's not a lot in terms of what people say, oh, you should have millions of cameras up.